Okay, good late Monday evening, everybody. David Paul with you in the KHOU 11 Weather Center. I think it's going to be a busy overnight of watching the radar. We do have a slight chance for severe weather overnight. It looks like large hail will be the biggest threat from these thunderstorms that are in the process of developing right now. They're just beginning to get going. I can't rule out an isolated tornado. I think if that happens, it would be in the coastal counties, maybe closer to the water in the bay. But it's something we'll also just be keeping our eye on, and we'll be digging into the radar carefully as we head through the next several hours. What we've got are a couple of ingredients. You can see the clouds racing west to east. That's the upper level wind flow coming west to east across the area. And then at the surface, winds are actually coming in the opposite direction. So that is helping to create lift. That may also help to create a little bit of a twist in the atmosphere that could support these severe thunderstorm development. Now on the coast, these showers blossomed just during the past hour and moved inland. Lake Jackson got wet. Angleton's about to get wet on 288, southern Brazoria County. Jamaica Beach got wet. That now moved to the bay side of the mainland side of Galveston County. And then downtown Galveston just had a shower go over the Strand. Now it's East Beach. Pelican Island getting wet quickly. That's going to cross over the Bolivar Peninsula. Bolivar Ferry is going to get wet, and folks up here in Crystal Beach, that'll move in your direction here pretty quickly. None of this is severe. It's very heavy rain. It's brief. And we're just getting our very first lightning strikes with that round of rain down on the coast. Now, lightning indicates we're getting deeper convection, deeper up and down motion inside the storm, and that tells us these storms are in the process of intensifying. Pretty strong thunderstorm here on the south side of downtown Houston. Here's the 610 loop. That's the south side of the 610 loop. That's where that storm's sitting on you right now. Well, it's moving. It's moving northeast at about 20 miles an hour. But it's producing pretty good cloud-to-ground lightning out there. It's not severe at the moment, but here we are. You know, here's 288, crosses over the south side of the 610 loop, then heads down into Brazoria County. There's the south side of the 610 loop. So Energy Park getting wet, Riverside Terrace is wet, folks in the Med Center are getting wet right now. Bel Air is getting wet. You're right on the edge of that Bel Air and Meyerland. And then there's the Gulf Freeway crossing over the south side of the 610 loop here and heading to Galveston County. So Gulf Freeway south of downtown is quite wet right now. You see Belfort, West Belfort, Brookhaven area getting wet. It's not severe, but it is producing some cracks of lightning and thunder. And in the past 10 minutes, we've had 5 lightning strikes. That's actually a reduction from when I built this graphic just a little bit ago. We had about 9 to 10. So that's not severe. But again, it is an indication that this storm has been able to do some deep up and down motion in the atmosphere, deep convection, and an indication that, yeah, this is telling you the atmosphere is showing its hand right now. It's saying, I'm ready to go. And so we have to keep an eye on it. This looks like it is expanding a little bit. A little shower here between Channelview and Baytown, drifting toward Mont Belvieu. That one may produce a flash of lightning and clap of thunder in the next few minutes as well. Again, not severe. We'll be watching for rotation in these. I mentioned how the atmosphere could support a little bit of rotation. Looking inside the storm now, I'm not seeing anything. The storm itself, the thunderstorm I'm watching, is sitting right here. I'm not seeing anything that looks like it's rotating, but we'll be watching for that very carefully as we head through the evening and overnight hours. Also, hail. So this is a product called VIL, Vertically Integrated Liquid. It basically kind of tells us how much volume the radar beam is getting reflected back to it. And the higher the volume, the more likely you've got either big fat raindrops or those hailstones beginning to form. Now you see we're still in the green here. See how it's making this little mountain peak right here? We look for those mountain peaks. And right now, staying in the green, that tells me that it's not producing hail. But once we see those colors start getting into yellow, orange, red, and really up here into the dark red and purple, that would be an indication that, yeah, this is producing hail. And the vertical profile of the atmosphere is one that supports the possible development of large hail. That's what I'm most concerned about tonight. So that is what we'll be looking for very carefully as this develops and moves along this evening, is the vertically integrated liquid. We call it the hail detector, but it's an actual technical product that we use. And so we're looking at these mountain peaks there. And this last update here doesn't look like it's gone into that orange red. Really purple is where we start getting into that pea dime nickel size hail. And we're not there yet. We're watching it. You see more lightning strikes out of it. It's moving east-northeast. So storm track on this has it, if it holds together, reaching the Channelview area by 11:30. Highlands by 11:42, Crosby by 11:51. So in general, that motion is going to be to the east and east-northeast. Channelview, you may get thunder out of that if it holds together in about a half hour or so. Okay, so here is the setup I'm talking about. We've got this active jet. These are the winds at 34,000 feet, really ripping west to east across the state. And at the surface, we've got this boundary. Think of that as a speed bump. Your car goes over a speed bump, it bumps up. That initiates the lift. So the atmosphere gets lifted, and then it can get involved in that jet stream up ahead. That jet stream acts like a vacuum. It just sucks it up. And that rapid upward motion is what can cause that convection, get the lightning and thunder, and you can get the hailstones and the stronger storms forming in that type of environment. So what does the computer model say is going to happen this evening? Okay, this is going into 12:30. Now this is our rapid refresh model. It refreshes about every hour. And what I often look for is initiation. Does it have the current storms on it? And it kind of missed the one that is sitting right there right now. So this one may not have initiated quite well, but I looked at several different models before I came on to show this to you, and this one is the best representative of what I think is going to play out tonight. So we do have a couple of scattered thunderstorms, one in downtown, and definitely it's showing up the ones that are near the coast right now and in Galveston. That's by 12:30, so in about an hour from now or more. Then we get into 3 a.m., still scattered showers inland possible. It wants to put the heaviest thunder showers again, coastal counties and near the coast. That has been very consistent with the models have been showing through the day today as we've been kind of monitoring this and diagnosing what might happen tonight. It looks most likely the strongest storms will be near the coast, but we've got a strong wind in Harris County right now. So the computer models are not perfect. They get it close, and then we just watch moment to moment. That's 3 a.m. So we go into 6 a.m. So at this point, all the models are in agreement that the heaviest storms have pushed off the coast. So the window is going to be between like about now and about 4 or 5 a.m. for a chance for a severe storm. And then it should transition to and off the coast. That being said, the model's still saying, hey, we might see a thunderstorm in the area close to Houston, Sugarland, Missouri City, at least toward I-10 and downtown by the time we get to 6 a.m. So we're on the air at 4:30 again. Cheetah and Jen will walk you through any type of problems we might have with weather and traffic with this tomorrow morning. And then during the day on Tuesday, it's going to get beautiful. All of it clears out. By lunchtime, it's gorgeous. By the afternoon, north breeze and a little cooler. It's got highs in the 70s, but highs only in the 60s. Huntsville, College Station, Brenham, as a little cold front comes through and clears out what rain and thunder we've got as we head into the afternoon. So Tuesday, we're going to leave in a 30% chance for a thunderstorm in the morning. Mostly cloudy, but improving by noon, 75 by the afternoon. So that's where we stand right now. I'm going to be up late with you tonight. If we need to break in, we will. Otherwise, we'll probably give you another update here in about an hour on your social platform or here on KHOU.com, just to let you know what's going on. We're up anyway, may as well update you. And we'll hopefully clear this out by the middle of the day tomorrow. But again, there is a slight threat for severe hail that would be bigger than 3/4 of an inch or an isolated tornado overnight tonight. That's why we're here and just kind of babysitting and monitoring it with you. We'll see you again for another update in about an hour unless something breaks loose, and then we'll get on with you here right away.